like to congratulate the chair and the board and the staff, of course. Most people do not realize that post offices throughout the world, all of them have had to reinvent themselves because the traditional mode of or traditional core business of any post office was letters, was postage. Of course, that has all changed now with emails. I don't know how many of you in this room last time did you post a letter? Did you actually go to the post office physically yourself? So the Post Fiji, like other post offices throughout the world, has had to reinvent itself. And reinvention also means being very business wise to be able to ensure that you are able to provide a return to the shareholders. There are certain traditional areas of postal services that no longer exist. Of course, there are some others that do exist, but to a very minimal level that it does exist. So I think the fact that here we are today, that Post Fiji is actually now is providing many of its services which are actually in forms of social obligations. Is actually giving us a dividend. We are obviously most appreciative of that. Post Fiji, as you know, has also had its challenges. It has, prior to the current board and probably even a couple of boards before that, has had a bit of a checkered history, in particular from the separation of those of you who may know PNT. PNT was actually separated. We had Telecom Fiji, then Post Fiji was created. And obviously, since those days, there has been a number of issues that has been on the table as legacy issues. And the current chair and his team are addressing those issues. And we, of course, are here to provide support to them. Because they do provide, as you would have seen a couple of days ago, I think it was even yesterday, that MSEF now is going to use the postal agencies and the postal offices to provide a particular service that otherwise could not have been provided by MSEF. Primarily because Post Fiji has a network of branches and sub-branches throughout Fiji that can be used. Similarly, Post Fiji does provide banking services. Banks actually provide their services through the various postal agencies and most of the branches that the Fiji Post does provide. So they're still very critical. They may not necessarily have the same level of volume that it used to have, but again, we have to be creative, and other banks, other postal offices are also doing that, and there's ways to learn from there too. So I'd like to thank the staff once again for the dedication. I know there's a couple of topics that are very topical in the past couple of days that many of you I know would want to ask about, which we can address later. But I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the chair and board members and the staff for the contribution and ensuring that Post Fiji remains a viable proposition as a state-owned enterprises. So thank you very much, and we look forward to the agency being locked down.
Thank you. Naka. Right.